Allie with Potomac Beads. Join me in making this Brizo bracelet featuring some nice calm ocean colors. Remember, if you do need any materials, any chatons, or any beads, check the links below to shop with us online. Also, remember, as the video starts, hit that subscribe button in the corner so you don't miss anything from us here at Potomac Beads. Gather up your materials and let's get started. So for this Brizo bracelet, which is the name of one of the Greek sea goddesses, we are going to be using 2 needles. I have 2 size 10 English beading needles on some .006 wildfire beading thread, about 4 feet. I have 1 cup button here, and I'm going to add to my cup button 2 15-0s in my Duracoat galvanized gold color, 1 in my Duracoat silver lined aqua, and 2 more in my gold. These are both size 15s. This is nice and dainty. I have a needle on both sides of my thread, and I let those beads drop down to the center of those 2 threads. Put on a cup button with the bowl side down, and those seed beads will just decorate the interior of the button. Coming out the back of the button, I want you to grab 3 of your 15-0s in gold on the right needle and 3 on the left needle. Now keep in mind, if you are a seasoned beader, you can do this with 1 needle as well too. What you're going to do then is pick up your 15, and we're going to cross through the 15. One needle is going to go from right to left and the other left to right. Again, as you get down to the cup button, make sure as you're working on the project that you are in the middle of your thread and that you have an equal amount on either side. As we come out the back of the cup button, what we are going to want to do is start with our SS22. I also have here the SS28. So this is a 4mm and a 6mm chaton, bezeled both in the blue opal color. We're going to begin with our small one, and what I want to do is take 2 15s and put them on the right needle, and 2 15s and put them on the left needle. Let those drop down. And we're going to pick up our chatons, our smaller ones, and we are going to go on a diagonal through the right-hand side of that, and then the needle on the left is going to go through the left-hand side. So your holes are going to be kind of on that diagonal. I'll flip over the back so you can see how it's sitting. Again, make sure you still have equal amounts of thread on either side, and that is going to sit right there, just tiny, right on top of the seed beads. We're going to mimic what we did after the cup button. So again, with our needle and thread, we are going to grab 2 of our 15s in the gold, 2 15s on the left and 2 on the right. Pick up a blue, and that Duracoat silver lined aqua we're going to sew through from right to left and left to right, crisscrossing through that tiny little 15. Pulling that down, then you can see how that just nice and sweetly goes through the design. Now what we're going to do is we are going to go back and decorate the side a little bit. So with your needle and thread, and we're going to actually reinforce the cup button too as we're with it. So I want you to come back down on the right hand side through the 2 seed beads that sit on the exterior of that little chaton. Add in 3 more gold seed beads. I'm going to let this one sit here. I'm going to go through the gold seed beads at the bottom of the chaton. Now here's where normally you'll go straight across the blue and back up the other side. I'm going to go through the blue 15 here. But what I'm going to do, and if your size 10 needle gets a little tight, you can switch to 12s. I'm going to go through and reinforce this cup button. Going up through the button, up through the seed beads, down through the other side of the cup button, and then once you're back through the cup button, you want to get over to the other side of that 15-0 in the blue. Go ahead and give yourself a tight little pull with the thread and needle so you don't have any extra showing. One more time through that 15 there. And then once you're through there, up the side. And this decorates it in that nice little dainty look. Add 3 more of your gold beads. And now back up through the 2 that are already there on the side. That's going to basically encapsulate that nice little chaton. Go ahead and take that right needle then and go through that 15. That's going to be the same way we add all of our smaller chatons here with that same count of beads along the outer edge. The only difference is as we continue, we won't have to go back through a button. We just go straight through the 15-0 seed bead. So to start the next one, what we are going to do is we're going to put on both the right and the left needle 4 15-0s. So we're coming out of that blue 15. We put on 4 gold 15s. You can see I went through one hole of my 6mm chaton already. I'm going to go through the other one. Again, we're going through at a diagonal. And then after we exit, we're going to add 1, 2, 3, and 4 more. Just like we did around the other one, you're going to put 1 15-0 on your needle and go through that 15-0 from the right side to the left side and from the left side to the right side. Give a nice little tight pull, and that decorates the outside of that one there. What we're going to do then is take our needle that's on the right hand side, just like we did previously. You're going to go down through those seed beads along the right hand side. You're going to pick up 1, 2, 3, and 4 of your 15-0s. Go down through the beads below, those 4 beads, and out. Again, go through that center 15. If you want it closer together, you could do 3 of your 15s. You're going back up through the 15s then on the left-hand side as you work your whole way around. And what you can do so you make sure that you maintain the same amount of thread on each side, one time start from the left, the other start from the right. 4 more 15s go on. And if you're using 11s, it's going to be 3. If you don't want to go that small. Back up through those 4 15s on the side. Crisscross through the blue 15 and give a tight little pull from either side, which is going to frame out those little gold beads on the exterior. Continue on adding in your smaller 4, then your 6, then 4, then 6 with that same exact pattern. So coming out the blue here, we're restarting with our 2, then going through the 4mm, 2 above, and cross and around you go. Once you're done coming out of the last bead, and just to let you know, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the larger crystals. You may need 8, and then obviously there's an additional 1 because I'm ending also with 2 smalls. You don't have to end with 2 smalls. It's up to you for your wrist size. You can also separate these out further too if you want. I really like the daintiness of it. I went back and forth with adding extra beads on the exterior, but I really like how tiny and dainty it is. Once you're coming out of your last 15-0, go ahead and add approximately 32 to 34 of your 15-0 seed beads onto one side of your needle. With the needle then, I'm going to go back through that 15-0 that my thread is coming out of, and as I go back through it, what that's going to do is that is going to bring these beads into a round loop. You just want to make sure that your cup button fits inside of that round loop. And then to decorate the exterior of the button, what I'm going to do is go through a bead in the gold, and I'm going to do a little peyote on the edge. I'm going to add 3 of my blue beads, skip over 2 beads, and sew into the next bead. Just makes a little pattern there. Add 3 beads of your 15s. Skip over the next 2 beads and sew through the 3rd one in line. Again, continue on the whole loop here, adding in 3, skipping over 2, and sewing through the 3rd one. That will decorate the exterior with this little kind of floral design to go around your button, which adds a little bit to that look of the simplicity of the bracelet. After coming out the last bead here on your little edged button closure, you're going to take the 2 threads and simply tie them together, right over left and left over right. So it's right next to that blue there. Make sure your seed beads aren't included in that. And then the final step after doing so is going to be to separate your needles and thread. You can end one thread there if you want to. And then take another thread, one of them, and kind of separate it out. So go down through one of your beads on the side, just to separate it out a little bit. So that way your thread ends are not ending at the same exact location. This also often gives you the opportunity to kind of pull that knot that you just made inside a bead so that way you do not see it. Go in then, burn off your thread ends right here along the bottom and right along the top. Once you're done then, just to give you that look, you have that nice, simple, like I said, kind of something blue. It looks like a beautiful ocean tennis bracelet. And by the time I get my clasp on then too, it adds to the look of this nice dainty design. Thanks so much for joining me in this fun and simple Brizo bracelet. Remember, if you do need any of the bezeled chatons, check out the links below to shop with us online. In addition to that, if you haven't already, click that little button in the corner so you make sure that you don't miss any news from us here at Potomac Beads. As always, share the video, like the video, and comment below with any color suggestions that you're doing, design ideas, or ways that you varied it up. As always, thanks so much for watching and enjoy your new bracelet.